In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm travel hacking my way to financial freedom while staying in executive suites and $435 hotel rooms for free. Welcome back to the Financial Freedom System YouTube channel, where I help you upgrade your mindset, money, and more so you can live a life full of financial freedom and purpose. What is travel hacking? It might be a phrase you've heard of before, or it might be your first time hearing it. But either way, it's something that you need to know about, because I know if I had discovered it earlier, I would have been staying in hotels for very cheap or no cost to me at all. And that's what I'm going to teach you right now. Travel hacking is essentially a strategy someone uses to travel for free or at a reduced price. It can work for flights, hotels, and even transportation. And like I said before, through my own experience, I know you can get these things for free or at a reduced rate. And both of these options are great because traveling is becoming very expensive. I was shocked last summer when I went to book a hotel room and it was saying it was going to be $600 for one night in Halifax. And I thought that the website was broken, or I might have set New York City in as my destination by accident. But no, traveling is becoming more and more expensive, even in our own backyards. And that sucks because I love to travel and I also love to save money. So I found myself in this dilemma of asking myself, can I afford to travel, or is this trip worth X amount of dollars? And there were times when I didn't go, or I cut my trip short because I couldn't justify the price. But I've been able to use travel hacking as a way to lower the cost of things or get things for free in numerous occasions, which always leaves a sweeter taste in my mouth after a trip. Why should you travel hack? I'll be upfront and tell you that I'm not here to convince you to do anything with your money. I've never been about that and I never will be. But I do want to challenge you to be better with your money. And if you can take advantage of what travel hacking offers and save money, why wouldn't you do it? I believe money is a tool we get to use to live with our values, and travel ties greatly into the values I live my life by. So I don't have any problem spending money on traveling. But at the same time, I'd love to travel getting the same experience while also saving money so I can do other things with my hard-earned dollars and use them for another purpose. So that's why I travel hack. And I'll throw that question back at you right now and ask, why should you travel hack? How does travel hacking work? Ultimately, this is the big question. I want to say that it's 100% legal and there's nothing shady about it. There are also a lot of different ways you can travel hack, like if you're someone who doesn't travel a lot and just wants a basic hotel room every once in a while. The methods and process you would use would be way different than someone who travels often and wants higher end services like first class flights or an exclusive suite at a hotel. In this video, I'm going to share the system I've used as someone who travels a fair amount and loves a little bit of luxury when I can get it, because why not take advantage of this process and make your money go further? The easiest way to get started is by signing up for a loyalty program. This is usually free and it works by rewarding you points for using their services, and eventually you redeem these points for free flights, hotel rooms, upgrades, and more. And I was doing this before I ever became interested in money or financial freedom, thanks to my dad. When my brother, sister, and I were young, he created aeroplan accounts for us, which is the loyalty program for Air Canada. And I looked back to see when my account was created, and it was created when I was 11 years old. Now, most cards now are digital, but this is the actual card I got when I was a kid. Anytime he got gas, he would rotate through our cards, and that started building up our aeroplan points. And it's pretty cool for me to think that I was introduced to travel hacking that young without even realizing it. So if you're watching this, thanks, Dad. Some of the loyalty programs I use the most now are Aeroplan and American Airlines when flying, Marriott Bonvoy for hotels, and a PC Optimum card for groceries and gas here in Canada. It wasn't until the last few years that I've stepped into the higher levels of travel hacking when I started doing my research on how certain credit cards allowed me to get benefits like extra loyalty points, late checkouts, elite status, lounge access, and even free rooms or free flights. And that really opened my eyes to see what was possible. At the most basic level, you need to do some research on credit cards that will give you the benefits you want to take advantage of. I have one credit card for hotel status. I have another one I use for flights and lounge access, and other cards for different purposes. But through my experience, I have found that I've got more rewards and benefits from the cards that have an annual fee. Now, travel hacking can be done without paying a dime from your pocket. But again, I have seen through my experience more discounts and free things come back my way with cards that have an annual fee. And sometimes that's $12 a month, $100 a year, $500, or anything in between. And if I can justify the benefits that come with that annual fee, I have no problem signing up for a new card. Once I've got that new card, the process is as follows. I need to learn where I can maximize each card's rewards, hit the spending bonus if there is one, use the card and collect points, and then redeem them for awesome trips. To illustrate this, I'm going to share how one credit card I've had for just over a year now has allowed me to get 2 free nights in the executive suite at a very nice hotel, as well as another room I should have paid $435 for, but paid nothing for it instead. And I've got room upgrades, late checkout, 5 times reward points, and many other benefits. And that card is the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. This is a card I use here in Canada, but there is also an American version of it as well. So regardless of where you're watching this video, you're going to learn a lot about how travel hacking works through a few examples that I've used as recently as last week. I'd been interested in travel hacking for a few years, but I didn't know much about it. So I made the decision to ease myself into it and create a strategy that had little risk involved. So that saw me signing up for the Marriott Bonvoy Amex card because it only had an annual fee of $120, and there was a sign-up bonus of 70,000 Bonvoy points, which meant if you spent $1,500 in the first 3 months of using your card, you got that bonus. I think it's important to let you know that not all sign-up bonuses are the same. Sometimes the companies change their offers. Sometimes you can also get a better offer through someone like me referring you to a card. So always make sure to know what the offer is before you apply for something. The card was sent to me in the mail, and then I used it as my primary card wherever it was accepted so I could hit the spending bonus as quickly as possible. And that meant that I was gifted 70,000 Bonvoy points. And that's when things got exciting because I decided to go shopping around and see where I could get the most out of these points that I had. Eventually, I discovered that I could book 2 nights in the executive suite at the Algonquin Resort, which is a beautiful hotel Marriott has included as part of their autograph collection. I booked that as soon as I saw the offer. I packed my bags and I had a great weekend away. And if you want to see a video of that trip, I've linked that down below in the video description. And I'll tell you right now, this was the first time I've stayed in an executive suite, and it won't be the last thanks to what I've learned since I started travel hacking. But it doesn't stop there. Since I got the card, I committed to staying in Marriott hotels to maximize my benefits. So I've continuously been collecting Bonvoy points, getting upgrades, and checking out at a later time. But I took advantage of another big travel hack when I stayed in a $435 room this past weekend for free. This was because of a benefit that comes on your yearly card anniversary, which Marriott calls the Free Night Award. And you are gifted 35,000 Bonvoy points to be redeemed at a Marriott property. And for me, I just wrapped up my Christmas break and I wanted to get away. So I booked a room at the Halifax Marriott Harbourfront Hotel, located in downtown Halifax. For me, if I had booked a room without my Free Night Award, it would have cost me $435. So I'm really glad that this is a benefit of the card. And I think that anyone who stays at least 1 night in a hotel per year can easily get their money back and more through this one feature of the card. As another surprise, I wasn't expecting to get any Bonvoy points out of this visit where I wasn't paying out of pocket for it, but as a welcome bonus and a reward for staying at this specific hotel, I was given 1,500 extra points. I've also found a lot of success when booking hotel rooms that come with additional bonuses for staying at a specific hotel or location or booking during a promotion. And there are plenty of ways to stack extra points, and it's surprisingly a lot easier to find these things if you spend a few minutes looking for them. And to me, it's definitely worth it. So those are 2 examples of how I'm travel hacking hotel stays. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm challenging some of you to research loyalty programs. Find out if your current credit card has any benefits that you aren't already using. And if you're wanting to learn more about the Marriott Bonvoy American Express credit card, I've left the links down in the video description below. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, drop your questions down below, and click the subscribe button if you want to learn how to create a life full of financial freedom.